Hello, welcome to YouTube's Beginner's Guide to Building Your Business. I am Kelly Ann Smith with Freedom and a Budget, and I have been on YouTube for 5 years now. I started April of 2016, and I started just documenting my journey of paying off debt and learning how to manage my money. And over those 5 years, my YouTube journey has changed so much, and I've built a whole business out of it that I honestly didn't see. I knew that you could make money on YouTube, but I did not know that you could have a full business, all of these other things that surround a YouTube business, and it's been an amazing journey. I now make $5,000 plus a month, and I make more from YouTube than I do my day job, which is awesome. So I'm going to share everything that I've learned over these past 5 years. If you want to know if you're in the right place, I'm going to break down what I've learned, what I've messed up on, some of the things that I really wish people told me in the beginning. I had no one that I could go to that said, hey, you're doing this. What have you learned? What have you grown? How have you messed up? Can I pick your brain? I never had anyone that I could do that with. And so I want to kind of walk you through my journey. Now remember, all journeys are not linear. They may go this way, then this way, this way. You may already have a blogging business or a podcast and you want to add on YouTube, or you want to start from scratch. I'm going to walk you through and take some pieces that are going to work best for you, and it's going to be awesome. I also have a link for you guys right here. If you go to it, and it has some resources for you, some gear that I use, and all this information piled for you on my website. So go check it out right here. The starting steps to develop a profitable YouTube channel. Now, the first misconception that I always hear is you have to reach YouTube's monetization before you can make money, right? No, that is simply not the case. First, YouTube's monetization, what that entails is having 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within a year period. So within a 365-day period. A lot of people think like, oh, I can't make money until they start putting ads on my channel, and then I make money from AdSense, like a couple dollars a day, and then that's it, right? No, you can start making money on YouTube from day one. You can start with affiliates. That's a huge one. Sponsorships, your own digital products, your own products that you may sell, your own courses, your own merch, whatever you have. There's other ways that you can make money from YouTube, especially if you have other avenues of your business already, which is so awesome that you want to add on a YouTube channel. I personally think that the easiest way to start making money in the beginning is affiliates. So the brands that you're already using, Amazon or whatever brands that align with your channel, obviously only brands that you know, like, and trust, that you personally use, that you would tell your best friend, that you would tell your mom, say, hey, this is a awesome product. Don't do it just because they have an affiliate or anything like that. Don't be shady about it. Now, when you do get to YouTube's monetization, one of the ways that I have been able to really grow my income, the first month that I started doing this, I actually received $100 more in ad revenue from this one little hack that I'm going to show you. So to break it up, now what you're going to do is when you are finishing a YouTube video, you want to leave them on a cliffhanger, right? You want to not say, oh, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, all that stuff. No, you want to have your last bullet point that you're talking about, and then immediately a cliffhanger. So an example of what I do is I'll be talking about my video, blah, 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 blah. Then I'll say, let's keep the conversation going. If you want to know 5 ways that you can make more money on YouTube, check out this video here. And if you want to know 5 side hustles that you can do from home, check out this video here. And then it cuts to end screen. So we give them 1 or 2 options to go and watch these 2 videos. Now, the videos that I choose are very strategic, and this is how you're able to boost your revenue with AdSense right away. Now, what I do is I will go into my analytics and I will go under the revenue and then look at the top CPM for the last week and look to see what videos have the high CPM. Then I will look to see, okay, does that video correlate with the topic that I'm talking about? If the video is a high CPM and it's talking about beauty tips, and I did one beauty video way back in the day, it was a sponsored video on beauty. If that doesn't correlate with what I'm talking about on making money online, then I'm not going to have it as the end screen. But if I have one that does correlate, that is a side hustle video, another video that is talking about increasing your revenue or multiple streams of income or dividend investing or whatever it is, then I'm going to make sure that I write that into my script when I'm doing my YouTube video planning so that I can link it at the end as the end screen. So having that cliffhanger and making sure that it's a high CPM video that relates, that's one way that you can really see a bump in your revenue. So that is an awesome hack right there. When you're planning out your videos, every video should have a purpose. There are 3 main categories of videos when you're planning your YouTube videos. So the first category is community videos. These videos are sharing your community, sharing something that's going on in your life. I personally just announced on my channel that I'm pregnant. I just had a video showing how I told my husband that I was pregnant with a Yeti cooler and having that video. Now that is simply a community video. That is not trying to sell anything. That's not trying to have a sponsorship or affiliate. It is just sharing with my community, growing that bond, growing that know, like, and trust so that they feel more connected to me. And it's not as much of just education, but they're like, hey, Kelly's my friend. I can relate to her. I cried when she talked about this, or something that is just emotional, or just community video of really having that friend-to-friend bond. That's community. Next is search. Now, search is typically evergreen. Evergreen means that it's something that is all year round, at any time that it relates. Not something that is spiked because it's in the news, a trending topic, but something that you can search anytime. Dividend investing, dividend tips, how to buy a dividend stock, how to make money online. Those are all search topics. When you're writing these search topics, you want to make sure that you are having the search in the first 30 seconds of the video, that you're actually talking and saying, today we are talking about how to buy a dividend stock. I'm going to show you step by step on screen on my phone how I buy a dividend stock, so that by the end of this video, you feel confident in buying dividend stocks. You know what to look for when you're purchasing your own dividend stock. See how I said dividend stock like 6 times within the first 30 seconds? That way, the YouTube algorithm, the AI, they know that you're talking about dividend stocks. And then you put it in the title. Then you put it in the description, then you put it in the tags. And you want to make sure that you are doing your tags and your keywords and phrases. So not just one word, but how to buy a dividend stock, what to look for dividend stocks, passive income for beginners or passive income for teenagers, how to make money online. Do phrases, because if you're thinking as a consumer, when you're typing on Google, you're not thinking of dividend, or you're saying, hey, how do I buy a dividend stock? What is a dividend stock? I heard my coworker talking about a lunch cooler. What the heck were they talking about? And you type into Google, you type into YouTube the phrase or what your question is, because YouTube is a search engine. So think of your keywords in phrases, not just in 1 word or 2 words. Evergreen and search videos are also a great way to bring in affiliates or bring in products or sponsorships if you can pair them together. If you're doing a stock video and you can bring in an app like M1 or Robinhood, affiliate like that, or have an affiliate link down below, or my top investing apps, or top credit cards and have some credit card affiliates. Those are some great ways to bring in extra money. So you're getting your YouTube AdSense money, and then you're also getting your affiliates or your sponsorships or your products, saying, hey, this is a spreadsheet that I have. I have a dividend spreadsheet as well. Link down below in the description box. That's a great way to get some additional revenue, and you want to make sure that you have those other sources of income coming in as well. And then search is also a really, really great way to bring new people in, because search, a lot of times, that's their first time that they're ever going to see you. So you want to make sure that you make a good first impression on them and get right to the point. Don't have a long intro, because they're searching for something. That is something that I see a lot of new people make of mistakes in beginners. They have a 2-minute long intro of, hi, I'm Kelly, and I hope that you enjoy my channel, and I hope that you subscribe, and I make content on this, this, and this. So I think that's a great content. No, they're searching for something. They want to get right to the point. How many times have you looked at a video on how to fix something, and you look for the shortest video, or you look for something that is right to the point? They have a long intro. You are just skipping it. Look, my toilet is broken. I need to learn how to fix my toilet because I got company coming in an hour. You want something that's right to the point. You have to think of search in context as a consumer, of saying, hey, we want right to the point. We want this product right now, this content right now, so I learn what I need to learn. This is a really, really great opportunity, especially at the end, to point them to the other videos like I just talked about, so that you can loop them in. You can get their attention and keep on getting them to watch, especially if you're doing related content. The third type of video is a sales video. Do you have a specific product that you're trying to sell, a specific sponsorship or affiliate or course that you're trying to sell, and you make a video specific to sell that product? That is totally fine. You don't have to feel like a scammy salesperson, but hey, we make free content on the internet for people, and sometimes we have amazing products to sell. We have amazing courses to sell, or we have affiliates that we want to promote as well, and video is an awesome way to do it. So there's scammy ways, not scammy ways. You just want to be genuine, you want to be authentic, and you want to really show the value that you're bringing, the value that the product has, whether it's a course, affiliate, whatever it is, but really show, hey, this is an awesome product and this is a great way to bring people in. So there is community videos, there's search videos, which are often evergreen, and then sales videos as well. Next is, how do you use YouTube to build a business? And I think back to my 5 years on YouTube. And like I said in the beginning, I did not plan on having my YouTube channel be a business. I knew I could make money. I knew I thought of it as a side hustle, but never a full-blown business. So what I did and how I started is I started my YouTube channel. Then I actually went to FinCon 19 in Orlando, and everyone was like, oh, what's your website? How long have you had your website? Who do you host with? All this stuff. And I was like, I don't have a website. They're like, okay, you need a website. So I sent my husband a message. By the time that I left Orlando, my website was pretty much built. He is amazing and built me a website. So I have a website then, and I host what I can sell, my digital products. I blog posts, affiliate sponsorships, all of that on my website. Then I started selling courses and creating digital courses and having that as another income stream that I'm able to use YouTube to funnel to those people. Then I have products like digital downloads and different things like that. Then I have sponsorships. Then I have coaching, because people are like, hey, let me learn from you. How did you do this? Let me just pick your brain. And I'm sorry, but I don't have time for just people to say, hey, let me pick your brain. Now I say, okay, here's my calendar. Here's my link to book a time. And I just simply share what they want to know. I'm an open book in those, but I'm able to make money through coaching. So there's so many different avenues that you can build onto your YouTube channel and use YouTube to drive traffic to those other sources. So YouTube is an amazing, amazing funnel that you can use to make all of this other revenue through all of these other things, and have YouTube as your foundation or your base, or maybe your blog as your base, or your podcast. With a lot of videos that I have my video, and then I also say, hey, check out the blog post. I go into more detail down below. Next thing with having your YouTube channel become a brand and become a business is creating your brand and creating the image that you want to have on your YouTube channel and what you want that to portray. There's so many people that will start on YouTube and just start throwing up content, throwing up all this stuff, and not thinking of it as a business. And from day one, you need to think of it as a business. You need to look at your branding, your thumbnail branding. You need to look at it as, what I say represents my brand. What I go and watch other videos and comment, that represents my brand. There's so many times where I get the nasty comments and just really terrible comments, and then I'll look at their channel. They have a full YouTube channel, and I'm like, that really does not look good for you and your business and the type of image you're trying to portray. So make sure that you're aware of your brand in all aspects, even when you're watching videos that are outside of your niche, because it still represents you and it can still be traced back to you. So just be aware of your brand image when you are creating it and when you're working in it and when you're doing videos of any sort. Next is, who are you partnering with? Are you partnering with other brands? Are you getting sponsorships that don't align? Yes, in the beginning, you are going to get countless emails of all sorts of brands that want to work with you. And it's exciting. It's so exciting in the beginning, but make sure that they align. Make sure that they're brands that you believe in. And I've gotten some really shady ones in the past, and I will not work with them, even if they pay me really, really well. I want to represent my brand, and I care about my audience. I don't want to ruin my relationship with my audience by recommending crappy brands. And they're like, she is just in it for the money. And I see so many celebrities that will talk about this and this and this, and people comment being like, does she really like that product? Or is she just doing it for the money? Does she really care? You want to be authentic. You want your audience to trust you. And that's also going to be more desirable for brands of saying, hey, I have a really loyal audience. When I promote something, they buy it and they listen and they really want my advice. So be careful about the brands that you accept, the partnerships that you accept, affiliates, sponsorships, all of that, because it really reflects you and your business. Next, look at the industry. What is something that you want to see different in the industry? What is something that you want to see talked about, that's not, that other people are afraid to talk about. Be bold, be different. Say, hey, other people are tiptoeing about this topic and they're not talking about it. It's important. We need to talk about it. And I'm going to be that person that talks about it. Or saying, hey, this is something that I'm really passionate about and I want to share this aspect of my journey. Some people, they are afraid to share, but I want to be true to you guys. I want to share this aspect of my journey and look for what the gaps are. What are people not talking about in your industry, in your niche, and be that and say, hey, I want to stand out in this way. There's room for everyone. Don't be afraid that there's not room for you. Trust me, there's room for everyone. There's so many times where I've seen other people do a video, or there's hundreds of thousands of people that when I search a topic and I look at the analytics of all the different people that have done it, and I'm like, well, what's the point of me doing it? Do you know how many times when I do that video that I'm like, what's the point? I get emails, I get comments, I say, Kelly, you explained that in a way that no one else could get through to me. That every time I heard people talk about it, it just went way over my head. When you explained it, it clicked. Those are the best comments, the best emails that you could ever get. They are amazing. And when you can reach that one person, it's so empowering. It's so amazing when you don't want to film, you don't want to edit, you don't want to do whatever it is. You're like, I'm tired. Then you think back to those comments, and that's what gets you through. Create a loyal following. Be authentic. Be yourself. Be creative. Get your creative juices flowing, and don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid that you have to be so polished when you're doing videos and you can't make jokes or laugh at yourself. There's times where I'm filming and I'm like, Kelly, you are an idiot. I cannot believe you said that. And I'll leave that in. Or I'll have times where my cat's running across, my cat's knocking over things, and I just leave it in. It's part of me. It's part of real life, what's going on. And be you. Be authentic. So many people are going to relate to that, and they don't want that super polished. They want a real person. That's what YouTube is. YouTube is that connection between you and your audience and the real life personalities and connections that we can have with each other. Learn what your audience likes. If you have a video that takes off and goes viral for you, now viral may be 1,000 views compared to the 100 views that you normally get. A viral video may be 10,000 views or 100,000 views or 1,000,000 views. Whatever viral is to you and your audience and your size, if you have a viral video, make another one. If you have a bestseller, make a sequel and say, okay, this is what my audience really liked. I'm going to make another one and see if they like that as well. And maybe you may pivot. You may say, hey, this is what my audience likes. This is what they want. I need to pivot my whole channel, and this is what I'm going to talk about now. Saying, hey, all right, this is what you guys want. This is what I'm going to give you. So listen to your audience. Be moldable and say, hey, all right, I'm here for you. I'm here to serve you, and I want to do what you guys want. Next, poll your audience. So this is something that I've been using recently, and my audience loves it. So what I'll do is I have, let's say, 2 videos coming out this week. I have a Monday video and a Thursday video. Both videos are filmed, they're all edited, they're ready to go. I'll poll my audience to say, what video do you want to see tomorrow? And I'll list out both videos as a poll, and then they get to vote. Now, the one that has the higher views, they're the higher votes, that's the one that's coming out Monday. The next video is coming out Thursday, 3 days later, but they feel like they're participating. They feel like they're involved, and they feel like, hey, she picked my video. She's doing the one that I wanted. I really am looking forward to that video now. And now I also know that she's releasing that video tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So now I'm going to go and put the notifications, or now I'm going to go and make sure I watch tomorrow at noon. So it's doing multiple different things of getting them involved, them knowing when you're uploading next, and they feel that connection of they chose what video, even though you're going to post the other one the next 3 days later. The next thing that has really just transformed my YouTube channel is the way that I goal set. And I know that so many people talk about goal setting, but one of the things that really worked well for me was after I read the book 12-Week Year, and I'll have it linked in the resources link for you guys. But this book transformed it, and they really dug into lead indicators versus lag indicators. And when I first started my channel, I remember even coming to FinCons before and saying, I want 20,000 subscribers. By next FinCon, I want to make this. I want this many subscribers. I want to do this. And I had these big goals, but How am I going to reach them? How am I going to, just by putting them down on paper? Yeah, I'm visualizing it. Yeah, I'm looking at the paper. Yeah, I'm saying, I want to reach that goal. But Kelly, what are you doing to make that happen? Now, when I make my goals, I say, okay, how much do you want to grow? How much do you want to make? How much do you want to do this? How far do you want to spread your audience? What are the big goals that you have? And then let's break them down. What are you going to do to make them happen? That's the difference. Then I will say, okay, I want to make more money. Okay, how am I going to do that? I need to make sure that I'm uploading 2 videos a week. Okay, so every week, 2 videos a week, I need to have prepped, filmed, edited. Okay, I need to make sure that I'm reaching out to sponsors. I'm going to reach out to 3 sponsors a week. I need to be searching out for new affiliate opportunities. Okay, I'm going to do research on affiliates. I need to find 2 new affiliates a week. Okay, I need to reach out to this. I need to do 4 blog posts a week. Okay, how am I going to break this down so that I can say visually, this is what I need to do? And then in my notebook or online or however I do it, I have those little bubbles and I say, this is how it is. And when it's completed, I color it in so that at the end of the week, I can look and say, Kelly, did you do what you needed to do? Did you get everything on your list done? And I can say, I got like a 75%. I didn't get everything done, but I got some things done. So I can really go back and say, okay, Kelly, this is why you didn't hit your goal. You only gave it a 75% versus a 93%. I bet if you got a 93%, your revenue would be higher. So it just reminds me that I'd rather have a 93 versus a 75, and that it's going to be a big difference. And I'm going to see the long-term results when I'm putting the work in and making those actual steps work for me and my business. Next is dealing with burnout. And dealing with burnout can pertain to YouTube or any aspect of your business, but I've dealt with all of the burnout over the years, especially this past year. I feel like this past year was so hard and I dealt with burnout so much more than I ever have in the past. And I've dealt with burnout of feeling overwhelmed, feeling that people are growing faster than me, feeling like no one cares. And all the different types of burnout are real and they come at different times. So I'm going to break down some of the main ones that I've struggled with and how I combat them. So the first one is dealing with the negativity and the negative comments, the negative messages, the negative emails. And trust me, it'll come. It'll come when you get those nasty comments, those this is stupid, or you don't know what you're talking about, or you're an idiot, or you should start a divorce sinking fund for your husband, which I got like 2 months after we got married. That was a fun one. So a couple of things with this. One is don't discount the 300 positive comments that you get to the 1 negative, because yeah, the 300 are awesome and you like them, but the one that's going to stick out is the 1 negative. And something that someone told me very early in my YouTube career was when you start to get bigger, the negative comments are going to come. And you're not going to get negative comments from your tribe, from your community, from your subscribers. You're going to get them from the outside people. So if you're getting those negative comments, that means that YouTube is pushing out your content, which is a good thing. So I remember in the beginning when I was getting those negative comments and I didn't have the thick skin like I have today, and it would beat me up, I would say, hey, that means that YouTube is pushing out my content. That means that new people are seeing this video. And I would celebrate. I'd be like, all right, the algorithm is pushing out this video, so negative comments are going to come. And when I had a video take off, I was like, okay, it's taking off, Kelly. That means there's going to be some hate. So concentrate on the numbers. Concentrate on the revenue that you're bringing in. Concentrate on the new subscribers or the positive comments. But know the hate is going to come because your tribe is not going to be commenting those nasty, nasty things. It's the new people. So that means that YouTube is pushing out your content or that video to your non-subscribers, which is good. So it's a good thing, right? Also, keep a Google Doc or a little folder of positive comments, positive emails. Take a little screenshot, a little snippet of those positive comments, of those emails that mean a lot to you, of those Instagram DMs that you can look back on when you're having those days, when you want to quit, when you don't want to film, and say, okay, let me go back and read some of these old positive comments and see how I am making a difference. Because trust me, there's been so many times when you don't want to film. Today, I didn't want to film. Today, I'm super nauseous. I have really bad all-day sickness from this pregnancy. But I was like, you know what? This is going to help people. This is something I need to do. This is something I committed to. And I want to think about those people that I'm helping versus how I'm feeling right now in the moment. Long term, I'm going to be so glad that I did it. When I'm done filming, I'm going to be so proud that I finished this. So have those comments in that folder or and you're saved on your photos on your phone or whatever it is that you can refer back to. I've even had friends that are like, no one likes me, my channel is crap, all I'm getting is hate, and I've gone and looked through their channel and looked at like 2 or 3 videos and just taken screenshots of comments and sent it to them. Be like, look, I found 30 comments in all of 5 minutes of all of these people that you're really helping. And they're like, okay, I didn't see it like that, but thank you. So take some time, and when you get those screenshots, when you get those comments, screenshot them and save them. Next is batch content. Whenever I film, I always make a rule that I never film just one video. And I always will batch 2 or 3, or I used to batch way more, but now my stigma is not where it used to be, and I can't film more than 2 or 3 videos at a time. I just get out of breath, just exhausted. So what I do is I will prep a couple of videos. I'll have the scripts done or the outlines done so that I can sit down, do my hair and makeup once, and film those bulk videos so that I can have them for the next week or 2 weeks or whatever it is, so that every time I film, I'm getting multiple videos out of it so that I'm not getting burnt out. If I had to sit down and film and do my full hair and makeup for every single video that I filmed, I would be so burnt out. I would be so exhausted. So take some time in the front end to batch, outline, batch script, or whatever you do to prepare for your videos so that when you sit down, you can film, you can change your shirt or keep your same shirt on, whatever you want to do, but so you can do multiple videos at the same time. With that being said, also have some videos that are ready to go. So what I like to do is always have 1 to 2 evergreen videos that are filmed and edited that I have ready to go. If life happens, if I'm sick, if a friend comes into town unexpectedly and wants to stay at our house and I don't have time to film and edit and do all this stuff with a video, I can just throw one of those evergreen videos up. If I randomly go on vacation or if I'm planning on vacation, I can have those videos ready to go. So have some videos in the back end, in the backlog that you have that are filmed, edited, ready to go in case life happens so that you don't have to skip a video or skip a week, because you want to make sure that you're prepared with that, because trust me, life will happen. Now, in the beginning, I know that as a new YouTuber, you have a video, you have it ready to go, and you just want to upload it. And I have some friends that in the beginning we would talk and they would have their filming schedule and be like, all right, I'm uploading on Mondays and Fridays. And they would be like, it's Tuesday, I want to release Friday's video now. It's ready to go. It's just staring at me. It's uploaded, it's scheduled, it's ready to go on YouTube. I just want to hit publish right now. Take some time, have that schedule, have a set schedule that you upload every single week, whether it's 1 video a week, 2 videos a week, 3 videos a week, whatever it is, that's fine. Make sure it's consistent every single week, and then your audience knows what it is. So they know, okay, every Tuesday I'm coming back to your channel and I'm going to watch. Just like TV, when you watch your sitcoms, you know what day, you know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is going to be on when you were in the 90s, and you knew, okay, every night we're watching this on this day at 7 o'clock, whatever it is. Same with YouTube, so that you get into that rhythm and that schedule. Now, with all that being said, contrary to what I just said, if you're really getting burnt out and you are struggling and you want to take some time off, I would recommend starting with reducing your schedule. So say you have 2 videos a week, go down to 1. See what you can do with just 1 video a week and see if that helps with the burnout. See if that helps with just taking some extra time that you can relax. Maybe saying, all right, I'm going to work really hard on 1 weekend and batch film 4 videos. So I have the next 4 weeks planned, the next month worth of videos all filmed and ready to go so that I can just stagger them out throughout the month and be done and film all my videos on 1 weekend and be done for the rest of the month. Maybe try that versus taking a week off. I've been in tons of masterminds over the years, and I've seen so many people that are like, I'm just going to take a week or 2 off. I'm just going to go take a week off. Next thing you know, 3 months later, they still haven't uploaded. It's very, very easy to go from just taking a week off, oh, another week, oh, another week, oh, another, it's fine, no one noticed. My old videos are still getting views. So you want to be careful not to let yourself slip into that. So try reducing your schedule versus just taking a week off that leads to 2, 3, 4, a month, 3 months. The last bit of burnout that I've really struggled with, and I have talked to so many other creators in this FinCon space, is dealing with growth and dealing with people that have blown past you. And I have so many friends that started their channels years after me and have blown past me. And I just look and I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm putting in so much work. I'm working more hours on my channel. I'm doing all this work. I've been around longer, and the algorithm just picked them up and they blew past me. And it sucks and it hurts. And you're happy for them, but at the same time, you're like, why hasn't it happened to me? I get it. I've been there. But you also have to realize on the other end, I'm sure that there's people that look at me that are like, Kelly just blew up over these 5 years. Kelly, she has this and that, and she makes, $5,000 a month, and I'm making $1,000 a month. And what am I doing wrong? And so remember that it's all relative. We're all on our own journey. We're all going through different struggles. And yes, someone may have blown past you with growth, but you may be getting more course sales and not as many subscribers, or you may be getting more subscribers but not as many sales, or you may be blowing up with this but barely making any revenue, or your revenue may be through the roof but you're not getting subscribers. But hey, you're able to quit your job and you're making all this money. So just remember to stay in your own lane, in that even though other people may be growing at different rates than you are, it's okay. And you need to remember that it's your journey, and find people that you can talk to, find people that you can vent to and say, hey, this sucks. I'm struggling with this. Finding a mastermind, finding other creators that are around the same size as you is so important. I didn't find a group of people that I was able to talk to and relate to and share stories and talk about our channel and YouTube until I was about 2 years in. I really wish I had that from the beginning. Find a mastermind. That's a huge, huge, huge thing that I think I would be so much farther along if I found a mastermind when I first started my channel, when I first started my business. So please find a mastermind. Please find other people that you can talk to and share about your channel, because our friends and family in the real world, they don't get it. They may watch YouTube, but they don't understand the ins and outs of what YouTube is. And find people that are in it, that are doing it, that you can talk to, that you can relate to, share stories, share horror stories or successes, and that you can just relate to. So thank you so much for coming. And I will have all of my contact info in that link with all of the other resources for you. Thank you so much.